Hello, I am Gamer Vince, and this is Talisman Digital Edition. I'm continuing my playthrough here from last time, so without further ado, let's get back into the game. So, I'm pretty sure it's my turn. Yep, it is my turn. And as I realized last time, so my thief friend here has gotten significantly crafty. He's got quite a bit of craft, and he may be attempting to run the gauntlet here and try to win the game. If he does this, my ace in the hole is the acquisition card, acquisition spell, which I'm just going to snatch his talisman right before he needs it. So that's my plan, and that's why I'm not that worried yet. Otherwise I should be worried. Otherwise I should indeed be worried. But I'm just going to continue marching around, collecting cards, trying to raise my craft and maybe my strength as much as possible. Fountain of Wisdom. Yeah, the Fountain of Wisdom was really good for the thief, because I think, yeah, the thief got all 4 points of craft from that fountain. So that worked out really well for him, which is unfortunate. Unfortunate for me, but we'll make do. I'm going to go over here. I can't pick up the Holy Grail because I'm evil. I don't really want to buy anything, so we'll do this. And if I roll a 5, that'd be great. Nope, rolled a 1, I become evil. Already evil. No difference there. There's a chance, though, that that could have been helpful. Ha! He didn't want to land in the desert because he didn't want to lose a life, so he re-rolled it, but he rolled the same thing. Yeah, the helmet. He almost had a helmet, shield, and armor, but they don't stack. There's no point in him having the shield right now either. So we're just gonna move right on. What's this here? This is the market, isn't it? Yeah, we don't really need the market. The only thing that is really valuable there is the mule, and don't really need it. I'm not really interested in using a raft right now. I don't actually want to go into the other side right this minute. I kind of want to land. Well, that's not very good. We should just be able to auto. I think we were going to auto kill that. Yep, we win. It only has strength 1, but I don't want to cross the river right now because I want to land a couple of times at this fountain of strength, stream, whatever it's called. It gives me strength. I want to land there a couple of times and boost my strength a little bit, and then I should be able to cross the river purely by fighting the sentinel, if need be. I could go to the instructor and get some more craft right now. I do have 3 gold, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I might collect a little bit more gold. Yeah, we already won that fight. Doesn't even matter that you rolled a 6. I also rolled a 6. And I'll replenish my fate, that's very, very useful. That is very, very useful. Oh! He's decided to come. Oh, darn it. He's taking my strength. He's taking my strength. Ah, this thief here. This thief. Yeah, that ghost. I'm not gonna. When you encounter the ghost, you don't fight it. You send it somewhere else. So I'm not really interested in sending that anywhere. Yeah, okay, that does nothing, because both of us have sufficient craft not to get lost in the maze. Oh, and he's gonna go right back across. Well, fair enough. If I roll a 1, I'm gonna go fight him. Yeah, there's no point in you having the shield, just it's the shield. It seems like I get to think about that for a moment. Nope, I did not roll a 1, so we're just gonna stick around here and see what... Oh, marsh. That's not very useful either. It's the counterpart to the maze. Gotta have a strength of 5 or more to make it through there and not lose a turn. But, you know, it stays there forever, so it just kind of poisons that space for a long time. Alright, well, he's going to go draw himself a bunch of adventure cards now, which pretty much worked out fine for him. He got a sword and some gold. Not that he really needs the sword. He has the axe, so... Oh, I'm gonna pick up that shield, and I'll encounter that for a little bit more strength. I am beating him by 3 strength, so I should maybe go fight him sooner rather than later. Because if I fight him, I can just steal his talisman. I don't even need to use my spell for it. I can use my spell for some other things. I don't want to particularly go either here. I guess I'll go pray at the graveyard and I gain a spell. That's actually pretty useful. And teleport. Teleport is a very useful spell. In fact, I think I'll be using that next just to get back and gain another point of strength. Yeah, he's trying to make it. He has enough craft to make it. I'll see. I'll first want to see how he rolls at the mines, because he may not make it past the mines to begin with. And if he doesn't make it past the mines, then well, it's too bad for him. Then I don't need to steal his talisman. But if he does make it past the mines, then it's time to steal the talisman. All right, let's see what you got. He rolled. Yeah, he made it. I don't actually know exactly what he rolled. I think was that a 9 that he rolled? Yeah, I think so. All right, and we're just gonna take his talisman now. Yoink. Yoink, and now he's gonna have to get a talisman, so that bought us some time. Some much needed time. Alright, and I'm gonna cue that spell just to get it out of my hand and get another spell. Yeah, this game is a lot closer than I'm used to, I'm not gonna lie. Normally this goes a little bit better. The thief has gotten pretty lucky, I wanna say. Let's see if we can make it past the sentinel here. Yep, we do indeed make it past the sentinel. It's nothing he could roll that's better than me. Alright, so we beat the sentinel, that's fine, and then we're gonna pick up. Ah, there's the gnome! Ah, good game, good game. Oh, and the devil too. Oh, that just gives me a life, not a craft. I was thinking of Mephisto for a second, which we encountered earlier. So we're gonna counter that, gain a life, mage, who cares, and then the gnome, which is quite possibly the best card you can get in the game, especially for a character with high craft, because now you have to roll 1 fewer die to open up the power portal, and you roll 1 fewer die in the mines, which just makes it so much easier to get through. Normally I recommend going through the portal of power with like 11 or 12 craft, like he was doing. But yeah. I'm gonna destroy something. I just want to make it difficult for him. There's no talisman anywhere, is there? No, I don't think so. I just want to make it difficult for him to gain a talisman in case things go wrong. So, but there, I don't think I see anything that really gives a talisman. So I'm just going to blow up the mercenary. Doesn't really matter. I'll blow that up. I was trying to make life difficult for the thief, but I don't really think that does anything. Alright, preservation, not terribly useful. Yep, that's good enough. That'll get us to the power of portal. The portal of power. Whatever it's called. And we can auto-open that. So for those of you who don't know, you roll 2 dice here. And then you can either subtract your strength or your craft. And you're trying to get to 0, is essentially what you do it. No, you must roll underneath your craft. You basically pick your strength or your craft, and you have to roll underneath that in order to make it past. I have the gnome, which makes me roll 1 fewer die, which means I can just automatically open that right up. And now I can beat him up. I'm beating him in 4 strength. And I have a preservation spell in case things go awry. Though to be perfectly honest, there's no reason for me to fight him. There's absolutely no reason for me to fight him, because if he beats me, he could take... I mean, I think I have the preservation spell, which prevents me from losing anything, but he could take a talisman and turn right back on his heels, and I can gain nothing from him, so I'm just going to encounter the space and do nothing. There's nothing I could gain from him. So I'm just going to keep on moving. Now we do the same thing. We rolled a 7, which is good enough. If I'd roll, as long as I rolled an 8 or below, on 2 dice, I make it through. So yeah, now we're in good shape, and I think at this point I've pretty much won. So yeah, this game has not lasted much longer. I think I was right in my original assessment. The Talisman, a one-on-one game with the computer takes about an hour. I think an hour is about how long it's going to take. Sometimes it'll take longer, sometimes it'll take less. It just really depends. It's a very luck-based game. But yeah, that was a kind of a crap roll, but that's okay. Don't really care. No, you guys helped me out. The mule helped me, the gnome helped me. I'm not going to betray you guys now. I'll just lose 3 life points. That's fine. Oh, I could have cast Preservation. Not that it really matters. It really doesn't matter, because now nothing's stopping me. I'm going to get to the crown. I need to get here, and then I need to get to the Crown of Command, and then I've won. He's trying to desperately get a Talisman. Now I have to fight some Pit Fiends. Actually, I am going to re-roll that. The Pit Fiends all have a strength of 4. Oh, it doesn't matter. If you're beating something by... Yeah. I'm beating them by enough that I can't lose. All the Pit Fiends have a strength of 4, which means I just get to auto-kill. Auto-kill. Auto-kill again. Let's do an axe this time. Auto-kill. Can I dual wield? Nope, just rune sword. Auto-kill. And we're oh, nope, I thought it was done. And auto-kill. That was kind of ridiculous. But yeah, you have to find a number of Pit Fiends equal to the die you rolled, and since I rolled a 6, I had to kill 6 of them. The idea is that down here you need craft primarily to get through. To get through the mines you need craft, and then to fight the Pit Fiends you need at least a little bit of strength. My character has a lot of strength, so it wasn't really much of a challenge there. It's just sort of a strength and craft check. That's sort of what it comes down to. And that is victory right there, since I did race for the crown. In a normal game, if you don't do race for the crown, now that I'm sitting on top of the crown, I have to keep casting the spell of command, which has a 50-50 chance of going up. On a 4, 5, or 6, it goes off, and it deals 1 damage to all other players, so it would deal a damage to the thief, and you win when your opponents are dead. And once somebody reaches the crown of command, people no longer heal or any of that kind of thing. So that's how it normally goes, though as you might have noticed, it is going to take the thief at least a couple of turns to get a talisman, and then he still has to go all the way through the, the plane of peril, the mines, and all the other stuff through there, and it's going to take him at least, maybe another 6, 7 turns if he gets a talisman incredibly quickly. So, yeah, it was going to take him a while longer, so he was going to die anyway. In my experience, pretty much the first person to get to the command spell, the Tower of Command, they win anyway. So that's why and I think you can see that from here, that even if I had to spend like 10 rounds casting the command spell, I would probably have won regardless. All right, and that is a full playthrough of Talisman. After every game, you get like this experience. A little bit of experience that you can use to unlock runestones, and runestones give you a bonus when you play. They're actually quite nice, and they're pretty much the main reason why I kept playing the game. Every time you level up, you get a rune, and do I get to show you runes? Yes, I do get to show you runes. So you get 3 choices of runes always. I have literally all the runestones in the center. I got all of those, which is why those aren't an option. I'm going to take an intellect rune. But yeah, so you pick a rune, and then that's when you have available, and they get upgraded and they become better every time you gain a level. So I think that's kind of a nice touch to the game, and that's pretty much the only reason why I keep playing, is just unlocking more runes and making it easier to win the game, really. But quickly, since I have extra time in this video, I'm going to quickly go over what all this stuff is. Spellmaster is casting a spell 3 times in a single turn. Fate Weaver is using up to 10 fate points. Using 10 or more fate points in a game. Spirit Destroyer is destroying the most spirits, I believe, while Battle Master is destroying the most creatures. Again, I believe. I'm not actually 100% on these, but I think that's what most of them are. Poltergeist Exorcist, I am certain about, is if you get the Poltergeist card, which you can exercise by crossing the river. Yeah, you basically need to get the Poltergeist and then get rid of it by crossing the river. Hag Deliverer. Wait, did I get the Hag Deliverer? I wasn't really paying attention. But Hag Deliverer is, you get the Hag and then go deliver it to the Mystic, like I did in this game. The Pied Piper, I actually forget what that one is. That one I might have to look up. But Strongest is, unsurprisingly, whoever has the most strength at the game, while most intelligent is whoever has the most craft at the end of the game. Trophy Master is whoever collected the most trophies, which is, spirits and monsters and enemies that you've killed. PvP masters, whoever won the most, well, PvP, attacked the most, and won the most combats against other players. Big spenders, whoever spent the most money. Winners, of course, the winner. And I don't remember what Revenge is either. Pied Piper and Revenge are the two that I've obviously gotten them several times, but not intentionally. It's just kind of happened. Actually, a lot of these I get kind of unintentionally. And whenever you fill up one of these bars, you get a lot of experience. So they're worth doing. The winner gives you, like, if you just want to get the maximum amount of experience just for doing stuff, winner actually gives you a lot. So being the winner gives you like 200 XP or something like that, while most of these other ones give you like, I don't know, 50. Like a winner gives you a lot more. So that gives you the most experience. Yeah, and you can gain levels and get runestones, and the runestones are actually pretty nice. They can make the game significantly easier. The ones that I have, the runes that I have, the part of the body tree or whatever they call it. Let me quickly just to show you guys the runestones that I have. Are these I have these ones now. I have health, which is +3 to your starting lives, which makes health pretty much a non-issue. I have power, which normally when you trade in trophies, you need to trade in 7 strength worth of trophies to gain a strength. So you could trade in like a dragon that's worth 7 strength, or you could trade in like a hobgoblin and a creature that's worth 4 strength. For, you know, if it adds up to 7 strength, you gain a strength. With a power rune, you only need to trade in a value of 4. So that's pretty good. The other one that I usually go with is brawn, which your starting strength becomes 5, which is fantastic when you're like a wizard who normally starts with 2 strength. You would literally start with 5 strength, 5 craft. So that's pretty fantastic. And then the other two I got that I haven't upgraded yet because I haven't gained enough levels for them is, there's resistance. There's a couple of instances where you can get turned into a toad, which is pretty much the absolute worst thing that can happen to you. It's even worse than death, I would say. I'm not sure. Actually, it's probably not as bad as death. But essentially, when you turn into a toad, you drop all your items, everything that you're carrying, followers, items, everything. Drop it in that spot for anybody else to pick up, and you are a toad with 1 craft, 1 strength for 3 turns. And this reduces that you're only a toad for 2 turns instead. So that's a really terrible thing. The reason why I said it's worse than dying is that when you die, you also drop all your stuff just on the floor. But you get put back into the game immediately. You don't have to spend several turns as a toad. You can immediately get back into the game and try to go reclaim your lost stuff. But dying also resets your strength and craft to its original state, and I don't think being a toad does that. So maybe being a toad is not quite as bad. I guess it depends on how much craft and strength you've gained throughout the game. Intellect is the same as, I forget what it was called, strength or whatever, where you trade in craft trophies. So I've only got a reduction by 1. Instead of 7, I trade in craft trophies at 6. So as I upgrade this one, this will probably become one that I use. Another thing that I didn't mention in my review that I think is kind of crappy, so you can purchase runestones. It's like pay to win kind of thing, almost literally, because these runestones, I mean, you can gain the runestones just by playing the game, and that's how I've been gaining them. And to be perfectly honest, I think that's the only reason why I play this game so much, is that, like, I'm going to gain some more experience to gain another runestone. I think that game makes the game fun to me. I don't like that you can purchase runestones, though. I don't think that... It sort of then defeats the purpose of playing the game to me. Like, there's nothing that you get from game to game to game if you just purchase the runestones. But that said, I think there's a lot to like about this game otherwise. So, it's not a deal breaker. Alright, and that is my playthrough, and a little bit of explanation there at the end of some of the other mechanics. My playthrough of Talisman. I think I'm going to be doing another playthrough, this time with the Frost March expansion pack enabled, and you'll be able to see how it's a little bit different. Okay, I hope you enjoyed my video, and see you guys next time.